Real estate investing can become so much simpler when you have the right tools and you understand what they can do for your business. Hey everybody, welcome to BatchTV. My name's Landry Morby and I'm the community manager with Batch Service. Today we'll be breaking down the basics on how to get started with wholesaling real estate utilizing BatchLeads. Check this out. So wholesaling is a real estate investing strategy where once you find a property owner that's willing to sell their home below market value, you can then take that contract you have with the seller, turn it around and sell it to another investor or cash buyer for a profit. So the real question is, how do I find these motivated sellers and what do I do once I find them? Let's jump into my BatchLeads account and I'll show you. What I really like about BatchLeads is that there's multiple ways to go about generating leads, marketing, and more. So I'm going to start by showing you how to generate your data through property search and how easy that can be to bring it into your database. There's also things like driving routes, which will allow you to use a strategy called driving for dollars. You guys can learn more about that in our other videos right here on our channel. So we'll go to property search. This will take you to a map. You could start doing this right down the street and looking at properties in your same neighborhood getting started. You could do this anywhere in the United States based on a specific city, a zip code, county, and you can even draw out a specific search with boundary. So let's just get right to it and go to the city of Phoenix, Arizona for this example. I'm familiar with this area, so I'm going to type that out and click search. It'll bring up all of your results on the right, which you can definitely start looking into the details here, but obviously we're looking at over 445,000 properties, so I definitely want to filter these down. You have your quick filters across the bottom, and these are nice because they'll break down what you're looking at on the right, and as you're getting started and getting familiarized with the lingo, you can always hover over the blue question mark here to find out what the system is categorizing for you exactly. You also have your deeper, more foundational filters here at the top of the screen to really narrow down what you're looking for. So I'm going to go through a quick example. Definitely let us know if you want a deeper dive into this feature within BatchLeads, just so that you can see how this works in bringing the data in. So I'm going to start with occupancy status. I'm looking for absentee owned properties, so properties that have owners that do not live there, either in or out of state. Under property characteristics, I'm going to be looking for residential single family homes, but you could also be looking for mobile, manufactured properties, townhouses, and more. Let's also try to look for older homes that were built, let's say from the year 1900 to 1995, just to have a nice wide range. Under MLS status, I might be looking for off-market properties, owners that haven't thought about selling or can't get their property to a place that would be good to sell. So I'm just going to leave that as no, not on market, the opposite of what you see on Zillow, Redfin, Realtor.com, for example. You do have a pre-foreclosure and auction section that you can dive into, which isn't applicable for what I'm doing now. Under ownership info, I might add another filter to make sure that these have been owned for a good chunk of time as well. So I don't want something that was just bought 2 months ago. Let's say that they've been owned for a minimum of 7 years to 50, just to once again have a nice wide range. You also have a lien and bankruptcy filter section here, valuation and equity. So I could definitely come in here and make sure that I'm looking for property owners that do have high equity, have that motivation that they'll walk away with more cash in their pocket should they decide to accept my offer. So let's go ahead and apply that as well. There's mortgage info, just depending on your plan. It's available in Personal Plus or higher, so I can get into the loan interest rate, the loan type, and more. And then cash buyers, even though in this case I'm looking for sellers to add into my database, you do have an area to help you find other investors in your same market that you could turn these contracts over to when the time comes. So you do have additional new filters in here that have been added, and some of these are only in the Personal Plus plans or higher as well, but a lot of really great things to help you narrow down what you're looking for. And then finally, there's demographics to help you narrow down age of the owners, if they have children, pets, if they're a smoker, etc. So I'm happy with these filters. I'm going to go ahead and click apply. And you could definitely, once again, click on these addresses to open up the details, find out more about what you're looking at. But I want to narrow this down further because I'm still looking at 23,000 homes. So if you see these numbers have changed, I'm going to put one more filter on top, and let's use this quick filter, the vacant at the bottom. So not only do these owners have high equity, they've been owned for 7+ years, built before 1995, but the properties are also absentee owned and vacant. Nobody's living there. Once you've found the properties you want to look into, click on them, select them, and add them into your database. So I'm going to click select in the top right hand corner. You can grab a custom number, whatever's visible on this page, or everything you're checking out. I'm just going to grab a group of them and click add. You'll save it into a list and a tag, which I'm so passionate about the way you're saving things in the beginning of having your account. It will make your life so easy to find and prioritize your data later down the line. So find something that works for you. I like to make my list my big ideas, and my tags my subcategories, or things that are in addition to my kind of big idea list. So my kind of main category here is that these properties are vacant. So I'm going to put them into my property vacant list. You could always create a new one on the spot if you need to. As you can see, my lists are pretty straight to the point. Now with my tags, I always like to include at least 2 things, being where did I get the data and when did I get the data, but I could definitely make note of other things that are important to me as well. Let's just make note of the date here and click save. Now that those are loading and saving into my account, I'll eventually be able to see them in my list. This is where, as you bring information into BatchLeads, it'll all live here, and I recommend you get familiarized with this area, being able to utilize your filters to the fullest, being able to list stack and prioritize your information that you have here so that you have a good idea of who you should be reaching out to. I have over 87,000 records within my account, but I could use my quick filters. These are great. These will be updated in real time in your actual save data, so the numbers will change as the information changes in your account, which is really cool. So once you've filtered out what you want and you're looking at the data of your choice, you can select your saved properties, top left-hand corner, and you can do bulk actions here as well. So now that we've added the data, we can now manage it here, where we can organize it a little bit further. We can export it and pull it off of our account completely onto an Excel spreadsheet. We can skip trace them to get their right party contact information through BatchLeads, so their phone numbers and their email addresses, so we can start those conversations. I can add them to a campaign. Everybody has the ability to send direct mail in their BatchLeads account, so that could be a postcard, a letter, and in certain accounts, personal plus or higher, you can utilize texting. So I can start conversations through SMS here too, with a couple clicks of your buttons. And then you also have the ability to push it to Batch Dialer to start cold calling in bulk if you have an account with them, and delete. So I'm going to go ahead and skip trace these properties that I have selected for now. To get their contact info, we'll go ahead and name the file. And something I love in here is that it will give you your estimated cost. Estimated meaning it will never charge you for duplicates, and it will never charge you for property records that do not return information. So not only can you have confidence in awesome data with the phone numbers and emails, but you can also have confidence that you're not wasting your money. So we'll click skip trace. And as that is loading, you can definitely go to your skip trace section to see that going through the process and seeing how much money you saved and what you spent. But the data will also load to the right of all of them over here in its own column, and it will also be accessible in the actual data you have on each of your records. So I clicked on an address. Here I have all of their contact info. I could definitely skip trace them one by one here if I needed as well. Something that's really amazing that's also only in personal plus or higher is that you can also just click on a phone number and give them a call. This is called click to dial. So not only can you gather or generate your data and your leads in here, not only can you manage them, organize them, but you can also start reaching out to them with just a couple clicks, which is really, really cool. You also can tie in a call forwarding number so that if they miss you, they can call you back and you can answer that and have those conversations. In here, you also have ownership info, land info, an area to leave notes. There's a comping tool, which is an extremely important part in any wholesale or wholesaling transaction that you'll want to get familiarized with. There's a nice calculator built in here to help you find the ARV and run your numbers to see what's going to be your max offer price and more. And then sale and loan information, tax info, MLS data, where this property is saved in your list and tags, foreclosure and lien information, if applicable, of course, and owner profile, which is huge. This will show you if somebody owns multiple properties, what properties those are, and it will help you identify if somebody's a cash buyer or an investor, where they're investing, what their average purchase price is, and just so much information that is unmatched. And then finally, activities tab, which will allow you to see what have you done with this property so far, what's worked for you and what hasn't. After you have been operating in your account, adding data, managing it, starting those conversations, you also have reports built right within the system to give you an idea of what's performing well and what you could do for future. Having everything you need in one place this early on in your business is so valuable. Real estate investing can become so much simpler when you have the right tools and you understand what they can do for your business. If you want a deeper dive into anything I shared with you guys today, be sure to let me know in the comments. We're constantly putting out content and do it all to help you better your business. Remember to subscribe to our channel and hit that bell button so that you can be notified when new videos are released. And if you liked this video, click the thumbs up button and I'll see you guys next time.